Hi, I'm Cianna Beltran, and I am a marine mammal response specialist. I work with No Fisheries right here in Honolulu. I am going to be talking about the case of the monk seal fish snatcher, RH32. Okay, so when we started getting reports that this monk seal was stealing bait and fish from fishermen's lines, this was really troublesome. And we started going out and monitoring, collecting data, and we wanted to understand what was going on out there. And once we finally started to get an understanding, we really started or wanted to figure out how to mitigate these threats. The Kahe Point area on the west side of Oahu. As you can see in this picture, he is what we would call a healthy, robust, hardy seal. Let's see how he got this way. Monk seals are opportunistic or generalist feeders and typically hunt for small fish, eels, squids, and crustaceans that they find by nosing under rocks throughout Hawaii's nearshore waters. While they are not often competing for the same fish that fishermen are hoping to catch, the big ones, there are situations that get them into trouble. Unfortunately, sometimes people unintentionally or intentionally encourage behaviors from seals that might get them into trouble later down the line, no pun intended, such as feeding them fish or scraps. When RH32 was 2 years old in 2018, he was known to rest on the rocks near Kahe Point and swim in an area that later will give you some information about it that we kind of nicknamed the buffet. For the last 30 years, there has been a pretty consistent pile of fish there all year round, which includes a variety of fish ranging from akule, halalu, which are big-eye scads, aholehole, which is Hawaiian flagtail fish, aveoveo, which is Hawaiian big-eye, ta'ape snappers, olama, hopio, omilu, olama is the goatfish, hopio, omilu are jacks, and more. We've been monitoring the presence of bait fish and the seals that frequent this swim-through buffet. More fishermen will tell you that the summer months are when you can try your luck catching the halalu and akule near shore, and typically the months of July through September. And olama season is typically in the summer months around June and July. And olama are often caught and then used as bait fish by the fishermen to attract those larger fish, like the hopio and omilu, and if you're really lucky, ulua. Now there are 3 popular fishing techniques used at Kahe. The most popular is whipping. Typically they use like rubs or flies. But there is also a handful of fishermen who will throw out an occasional dunking pole. Fishermen may choose to use live bait or non-live bait, just depending on their preference. And also, during the summer months, we typically see a lot more fishermen using this live bait method, targeting the larger fish that we mentioned before, hopio, omilu, or the prized fish, the ulua.